Ladies and gentlemen, this is Steve from New Future Games. I was wanting to go over a new plugin new to me plugin, and that I have that I purchased the other day. We're going to be taking off out of Indianapolis International. For the sake of the video, we're just going to start on a runway and confirm. And this is the Lance Air Legacy RG is the airplane, but the plugin that I got is called XP Realistic, and I really love it. I just got it last night, and I don't know that I'll ever fly without it again. It adds a lot of sounds, realistic sounds, and we're gonna do a cold and dark start on the runway. That don't make any sense, but that's what we're doing anyways. And there's a lot of sounds and vibrations and camera effects, and the landings look a lot harder inside than what they actually are. So if it looks good inside with the stock settings on XP Realistic, I hope that ain't somebody. Oh, I don't believe I have AI aircraft turned on. But yeah, we're gonna turn that on. Well, hello. And we're going to turn on the strobes. We're gonna go full rich. We're gonna crack this throttle, maybe 1/4 inch. We're gonna select one of our fuel tanks because it can't start when it's off. And then we're gonna turn on both magnetos, and then we're gonna fire up. Then we're going to lean it out a little bit so we don't foul plugs. There we go. Alright, Master Avionics. We're going to seal this canopy, because if you don't, the canopy will come up as you're trying to take off. We're going to turn the electric trim on, and while I'm at it, I'm going to set my trim back a little bit. Alright, that way it's easier to come off the ground. We don't need the taxi light on since we're already on the runway like we're not supposed to be. Landing light on, nav light on. We're not gonna need pitot heat today, and fuel pump will stay on until we are in the air and stabilized. And this aircraft is AviTab compatible. And all kinds of different options that you can do in here. But currently we're waiting on our oil temperature to raise. Because as you can see, oil temperature's down right here. We'll go on and select flaps 10. As you can see here. There we go. Get some external views while we're waiting. Very nice 3D model of the Lance Air Legacy RG. We are almost ready. We're in the mid upper 80s now, Celsius. There we go. Around 86 is when it shuts off typically. And we're going to release our parking brakes, and we are going to head down a runway. This is a pretty sporty aircraft, and when you get full throttle on the ground, this thing really wants to turn. So you got to be on top of the rudder, and well, the steering inputs, which is rudder. And listen to all those beautiful sounds. And one thing you'll notice when I get going, when I get really fast in the air, like normal speeds, you'll start to hear the wind hitting the windshield. And we have positive airspeed coming alive, so we'll go on and get rid of... Did you notice how the sound went away whenever my flaps got stored? That sound is not in stock Xplane. And this aircraft here can actually climb at around 2,000 foot per minute if you wanted to. Now you're going to start to hear that wind hitting the canopy. It wants to climb at that super high rate, but I'm the one that decided to switch my trim up. And this aircraft does come with some wind noises whenever you are banking. That is not XP realistic. That sound right there, that comes with the aircraft. We're pushing 200 knots now. Try to keep it out of the yellow. Being in the yellow on your air gauge isn't the end of the world, but it's, you don't want to do any major maneuvering at that, you know, point in time of your flight. I want to slow the aircraft down so I can get flaps back out. And there's Xplane's stock, pitiful rendition of downtown Indianapolis, those couple skyscrapers there, which I thought was kind of funny. Oh, we got full flaps and gear down, we're slowing down. Way more of a realistic thing there. Overspeed on the propeller. I like to turn base whenever I'm at about 45 degrees airport behind me. You don't want to be too crazy far ahead, especially for a general aviation aircraft. I could have waited to base to dump all those flaps, I'm well aware. Well, didn't mean to descend like that. Not a full pattern, but did the crosswind, downwind, and base and final, so, or will be. Yeah, I believe in the settings for key bindings, that's called glance lift. Yeah, turning a little early. When I touch down, it's going to look a lot worse than what it is. Which I think it's a little over-exaggerated. You could tune it, though, for sure. I'm showing 4 yellows on the pappy lights. I'm looking for 2 red. And as you get closer, it does get sensitive. I'm probably not telling you guys anything you don't already know. And I do have 3 green on my landing gear, so that's down. I'm showing full flaps. Alright, there we go. We got 2 reds. Perfect, perfect. Throttle up a little bit to try to decrease my descent rate. I'm showing a little bit low, but I think I'll be fine. Slow my airspeed down just a hair. And we got us a floater. It looks a lot heavier in the airplane than what it is. Actually, let's continue listening to this runway rollout sounds here. Looks like the little airplane joined a big airplane party. Yeah, we're just gonna go on in and get stopped here. Alright, and notice we never turned our fuel pumps off. And we will go and check this replay. That way you can see what I'm talking about. Like, the landing was not hard at all, but it looked kind of intense inside, though. Back it up just a little bit more. There we go. And then we will get an external view. Cover your ears. I landed a little long, but I think it was okay. About right. So right there. Not a hard landing at all, but inside it looked kind of rough. Yeah, little glitch. But yeah, just like a degenerate, I'm just going to shut the airplane off right here. Don't care about anybody else, right? Screw everybody else. Oh, we are shut down right smack in the middle of the cutoff on the runway. I love it. Yeah, there I am, cold and dark. Not cold, but dark. I hope you guys enjoyed this little, not necessarily a review, but just kind of showing you XP realistic a little bit here. And yeah, you just go to plugins, go to SP realistic. You could disable it altogether. I don't know why you'd want to. And you can download profiles from the cloud. I'm not sure if there's a way to have a Xplane wide profile or if it has to be per airplane or not. I'm not too sure on that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. You all have a great day, and this is Steve from New Future Games.